It's awesome to see you all here. Now, I'm going to hand over to Jane Livingston, who is our Rural Ambassador, and she's also our MC for the evening. But I just wanted to firstly thank everybody for your efforts in getting here tonight. There are people I'm going to thank particularly a little bit later on, or Jane will. But for now, we'll just get going with a little bit of what we have to get going with so our caterer doesn't walk out on me and throw our hands in disgust and we all got hungry. So let's hand over to Jane. Thanks, Jane.
Thanks, Helen. Good evening, everyone. So I'm Jane Livingston. As Helen mentioned, I'm the Rural Ambassador for the Sunshine Coast Show this year, and I'm so enthused to be so. It's a great honour. I've been asked just to briefly introduce myself and tell you a little bit about my involvement in the show, as the showgirls will be doing later on as well. So some of you may recognise my voice if you listen to Hot 91 or Zinc 96 in the mornings. I do our local breakfast news on those stations. And my ancestors were pioneers in Queensland in the Blackhaw Range, so even though I was born in Melbourne, this really does feel like home for me. And I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about our shows. It's because it does celebrate our heritage and our culture and keeps our history alive. So as a rural ambassador, it's so important as well to bridge the gap between country and city. We would be lost without our farmers, and agriculture being one of the 4 pillars of our economy. It's so important that we get behind them and support our agricultural industries, because it is so important to the future of not just Queensland but our whole country. Also, I'm involved in QCAS Next Gen, so the Queensland Chamber of Agricultural Shows. Next Gen is all about getting youth involved in shows. And it is so important because today's youth are the leaders of tomorrow, so it's really important that we do get them involved in the show movement so we can continue to build agriculture, not just in Queensland but nationwide as well. So without any further ado, it's a great honour to welcome the Sunshine Coast Show President, Jenny Mackay.
Thank you very much, and again, thank you everyone for coming tonight. Now, Jane's been very generous. She didn't say whether I talk about myself or about the show, so maybe I'll do about both. Tonight, this is our inaugural partnership with St Mary's Op Shop in Woombai and the Show Society and the Fashion Parade tonight. How good is that? You like my hat? St Mary's Op Shop. Margaret's, my apologies, St Margaret's Op Shop. Beautiful, fits right down to the ears. Beautiful top here. St Mary's. I'm not taking off at Margaret's again. I'm not taking it off. But we really do appreciate the partnership that we have tonight with our really special, well-loved op shop here in Woombai. Designer brands, you name it, they're all there. And I'm just sorry that the gentleman that usually spends a lot of time is not here tonight, because he's always very generous to me. I'll walk down the town, Jenny, I've just got your outfit for next week. Sometimes he's a little generous, you know, and then other times I really need 2 of the product to get it all the way round. But he's a real Wombaian, and he's very passionate. So Sunshine Coast Agricultural Show, as you know, we're run by a group of volunteers that have a lot of fun, dedicated to our show, and with just one office manager, poor Tony. Not poor Tony, Tony. Tony answers to all of us. He works so hard for us, and Tony, we thank you for what you do for us. We also thank our committee, that a lot of them here tonight. Just give us a wave. Oh dear.
That was overwhelming.
Wave. Yeah, thank you. Well, there's a few. Now it's starting. Where are you? So thank you very much to our committee, and also to our volunteers. We couldn't do it without the masses of volunteers. We're actually a very large organisation as far as our expenditure commitments, our risks that we run to put on a 3-day agricultural show for the Sunshine Coast in the vicinity of a $500,000 business run by volunteers. But tonight we are here to celebrate the wonderful showgirls, the show entrants, and also our rural ambassadors. And we do thank our young people, because when our more mature people need to move on to other activities, that we know that the show movement will be in good hands. Tonight I'd also like to recognise Councillor Rogerson, a fellow councillor, and his lovely wife, also a show member. So we do appreciate that. Give us a wave. 2 hands. That's it. We couldn't do it without sponsorship and our wonderful sponsors during showtime. And tonight I would also like to acknowledge some of this in my opening speech. Bendigo Bank. Bendigo, where are you? Hey, here they are here. They're actually our major sponsor of the winner of the Showgirl Movement for 2014. No joking. If you haven't been to the Bendigo branch in Woombye, you want to go. See if you can match this story. The other afternoon, I'm coming back from Caloundra, the traffic's bad and I worry about the police and speeding. I get into Woombye at 5:05. I run up to the door, big smile, the door opens. I get in and then I start flustering around trying to find card numbers and whatever else. Jenny, is it a deposit or a withdrawal? Oh, I tell them. Not a problem. Then I think, oh, I've got to fill out this paperwork. It's all done. Thank you very much. You compare that. That's why they say Bendigo is more than a bank. Yeah. So, guys, come and see Pauline. And also acknowledge the chair here, Alison, tonight too. Also like to thank our sponsors, R&B Safety and Training. Boy, oh boy, are they a good company. Give us a wave. Thank you. They've brought these wonderful decorations to us tonight to make this a really special evening. Thank you very much. Justifying some of our fashions, Borkins Menswear, Uptown Hair Studio. Rhonda, come on, up on your chair. Yeah, or beside it, whatever you like. A big thank you to Rhonda and her team here tonight. Does everyone know where Uptown is in Nambour? That's where the mayor gets his hair cut. So if you think it's a good haircut, you head that way, and she looks after a lot of us. Also, especially like to thank our auctioneer tonight, Woombye Real Estate, Mike Burns. Yep, that's you, Mike. Stand up so we know who you are. So tonight, the money goes to a very good cause. It goes straight to the St Margaret's Op Shop. So open up and look. It doesn't matter if it doesn't really fit, because you know full well it might fit next year, or you can have it in the cupboard to say it once did fit. So don't worry about putting your hands in your pocket. It's all a good cause. I'd also especially like to acknowledge our coordinator, Helen Bird of the Showgirl Movement. Helen, are you connected to RB Safety? Oh, there's a connection there. Helen's done a magnificent job together with our caterers in the kitchen, so we will thank them at the end of the night when we can actually fully applaud them for the wonderful meal that we have had. So without further ado, there is more sponsors that we yet haven't mentioned, but we will continue during the evening. We've got some printing, CP Printing. We thank you very much in anticipation of what you've donated for us here tonight, and the wonderful people that have come to put our fashion parade together. Thank you so much for that. The funds raised tonight will go towards the Sunshine Coast Agricultural Show Society, and to continue on with what I believe is a great activity in the Sunshine Coast. And so without further ado, I will now hand you back to our wonderful MC for the evening, and enjoy the evening, have a great one, and we see you 2 weeks today, tomorrow and the next day. Sunshine Coast Agricultural Show. Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. So I hope the girls aren't feeling too nervous, because it can be quite daunting coming up here. So they're about to come up and do a 2-minute speech each. So please feel sympathy for them and give them a big round of applause to give them some encouragement. So first of all, we have our show princess, Alana Markham. Would you like to come up? Give her a big round of applause.